Hello, everyone. It is Friday, May 1st, 2020, and we just completed the longest April in history. So I hope that you are doing well and you are enjoying spring, and I'm just glad that you could make it here for Ashtanga Yoga. So today we will be working on the Ashtanga Yoga Primary series. Like I've said in past classes, there are 6 series. They start with the least difficult and move on to more difficult postures. The primary series is very difficult on its own, so doing this for the rest of your life is not something that is easy. It is a great therapeutic practice. The postures complement each other. We will not be doing all of the postures today in primary series, but we will be going one posture further than we did last week. So last week, the last pose before we went to back bends was Navasana. We will be doing Navasana today, and then the pose that comes after it, and then we will be going to back bends. So Ashtanga Yoga is a pretty old practice. It's been around for a long time. It became popularized in the 1970s when some Americans and Brazilians started heading to India looking for a teacher to learn English, to learn yoga from an Indian guru, and several of them had discovered Pattabhi Jois in Mysore. And he had actually been living in a part of Mysore called Jayalakshipuram. And there was a small house there where he taught yoga classes out of his house. He became so popular that in the 90s and early 2000s, he moved to a bigger house in Gokulam, Mysore, where he created the whole bottom floor of his house to be the yoga shala. And that was the school where the students went to learn. He passed away in 2009, and his grandson, Sharat Jois, took over, and that is who I have mostly learned my Ashtanga Yoga from. And Sharat is also still teaching Ashtanga Yoga in Mysore, and he has moved his shala from the one in Gokulam to another part of town. But you can still go there and practice with him. But since we can't travel right now, I'm grateful that you are able to show up here with me to practice Ashtanga Yoga. It makes you stronger. It helps make you more flexible. It works your digestive system with a lot of twists. And it really helps you focus in the moment because the postures are a little bit challenging and can get very challenging. You're focusing on what your body is doing and not focusing on the outside world. And that's where yoga really helps us stay present in this moment. So practicing yoga as often as possible can really help you find your purpose in life. We all have something that makes us really fulfilled and really happy. And teaching yoga has been that for me for the past 16 years. If you read my bio, I started practicing in 1999. It was in 2002 that I discovered Ashtanga Yoga. And it was in 2000. Lula, what are you doing? It was in 2007 that I made my first trip to Mysore, India, to really understand the Ashtanga practice even more. Hey, what are you doing? You're moving the lights all around. Go lay down. Go lay down. You want to lay down? Lay down. This is my dog, Lula. This is Curry, the yoga pug. You can follow him on Instagram. Lula is not a big camera person. She doesn't like getting her picture taken so much. Curry's a ham. He loves being all up in the camera. So sometimes Lula just likes to let you know she's here. Right, Lula? Okay, go lay down. Go lay down. Go ahead, go lay down. Or you can stay. All right, so it is 12 o'clock. Let's start with the opening mantra. Last week, I did the opening mantra, which we did call and response. I said it really slow so that you could follow along. I'm going to lower this window a little bit. It's a little too bright in here. All right, so that call and response will be in Sanskrit. I will say one line, you will say the next line, the line repeating me. And this prayer gives thanks to all the yoga teachers who have kept yoga alive, especially Patanjali, who wrote the Yoga Sutras. So thanks for joining me today. It's Friday. Let's have a good time. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's do the Om together. Om Vande Gurunam Charanarvinde Sandarashita Swatma Sukhababode Nishreyase Jangali Kayamane Samsara Hala Hala Mohashantye Abahu Purushakaram Shanka Chakrasi Darinam Sahasra Shirasam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim Om. We will start with 5 Surya Namaskar A's and 3 Surya Namaskar B's. The starting position is called arms down by your sides. Roll your shoulders back. Gaze down the tip of your nose. Remember, the breathing is deep breathing with sound in and out through the nose. Fill the lungs completely and empty the lungs completely. Keep your core firm, belly pulled in. This is Uddiyana Bandha. Inhaling, hands up, palms together. Look at your thumbs. Exhaling, fold forward, hands to the floor. Bow your head, kiss your knees. Inhaling, look forward. Step back to a high push-up position and exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. As you finish your 5th exhale, look forward. Step your feet between your hands so they're touching. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold forward, kiss your knees. Inhaling, stand up. Palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, Samastitihi. Inhaling, Yekam, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, Due, hands to the floor, kiss your knees. Inhaling, Trini, look forward, jump back. Exhaling, Shatwari, lower down. Inhaling, up dog, Pancha. Exhaling, down dog, Shat. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, finishing the exhale, jump. Inhale, Sapta. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs, Nava. Exhale, Samastitihi. Good. Number 3, inhaling, Yekam. Exhaling, Due. Inhaling, Trini. Jump back. Exhaling, Shatware. Inhaling, Pancha. Exhaling, Shat. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Sapta, inhale. Ashtau, exhale. Nava, inhale, stand up. Samastitihi, exhale. Number 4, Yekam, inhale. Due, exhale. Trini, inhale. Jump back. Shatware, exhale. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Jump. Sapta, inhale. Ashtau, exhale. Nava, inhale, hands up. Samastitihi. Last one. Yekam, inhale. Due, exhale. Trini, inhale. Shatware, exhale. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Breathing for 1. 2. Breathing for 2. 3. Breathing for 3. 4. Breathing for 4. And 5. Jump, inhale, Sapta. Ashtau, exhale. Nava, inhale, hands up. Samastitihi, exhale. Good. Surya Namaskara B. 3 of these. Bend your knees, sink low. Inhale, hands up, palms together. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, bow your head, kiss your knees. Inhaling, head up, Step or jump back to plank. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, pivot and plant your left. Inhaling, bring your hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, hands to the floor, leg back and lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, pivot your right. Inhaling, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, hands to the floor, leg back and lower to chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finish your exhale. Jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward, head to your knees. Bend your knees, sink low. Inhale, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, return to Samastitihi. Let's do 2 more. Bend the knees. Inhaling, hands up, Yekam. Exhaling, fold forward, Due. Inhaling, look forward, Trini, jump or step back. Exhaling, lower down, Shatware. Inhaling, up dog, Pancha. Exhaling, down dog, Shat. Right foot forward, pivot the left. Inhaling, hands up, Sapta. Exhaling, hands down, leg back, lower, Ashtau. Inhaling, up dog, Nava. Exhaling, down dog, Dasha. Ekadasha, left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhaling, hands up. Dwadasha, exhale, leg back, lower down. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturtasha, exhale. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Jump. Panchadasha, inhale, half lift. Ashtadasha, exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Oh, that was Saptadasha. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, Samastitihi. I little messed up the count on that a little bit. Okay, let's do it one more time. Ready? Bend the knees. Inhale, Yekam. Exhale, Due. Inhale, Trini. Exhale, Shatware. Inhale, Pancha. Exhale, Shat. Right foot forward, pivot the left. Inhale, Sapta. Exhale, Ashtau. Inhale, Nava. Exhale, Dasha. Ekadasha, left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhale. Dwadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturtasha, exhale. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Jump. Saptadasha, inhale. Ashtadasha, exhale. Bend your knees. Inhale, hands up. Saptadasha, Ashtadasha. Shodasha, I keep forgetting Shodasha. Exhale, Samastitihi. Good, we're done with the sun salutations. 17 is Shodasha. So we're counting the vinyasas in Sanskrit as we move to the sun salutations. All right, let's move into Padangustasana and Padahastasana. Separate your feet hip width apart. Take your peace fingers, fold forward, grab your big toes. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold forward. Try to bring your head between your knees. Breathing for 1. Move your shoulders away from your ears. 2. Bend at your elbows if you can. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, Padahastasana. Take your hands underneath your feet. The palms should be up and your toes should be touching your wrists. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, feet back together. Samastitihi, Trikonasana, Pavrita Trikonasana. Inhale, step out. Turn your right toes. Exhale, reach. Grab your right big toe with your peace fingers. Left hand to the sky. Look up. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, stand up. Turn your feet to the other side. Exhale, reach. Grab your left big toe with your left peace fingers. Right hand reaches up. Look up. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, come up. Turn your feet to the back of your mat. Left arm up. Exhaling, left hand to the mat next to your foot, either side. Right hand reaches up. Look up. Straight legs. Breathing for 1. 2. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, stand up. Pivot, turn to the left side, right arm up. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Left hand reaches up. Look up. Straight legs, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. Parshva Konasana or Parshva Konasana. Inhale, step out to the right, take it wide, turn your right toes to the back of your mat. Exhale, bend your right knee, place your right hand next to your pinky toe, reach your left arm over your head, and gaze up. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up. Switch sides. Exhale, bend that left knee. Right arm over the head. Gazing up. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up. Pavrita Parsva Konasana. Bend your right knee, twist. Take your left elbow across your body. Try to hook your armpit to the outside of your thigh. And if you can, bring your hand to the mat. Bring your right arm over your head and reach forward. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhaling, come on up. Pivot to the left side, turn, twist. Right arm comes across the body. Try to hook your armpit, bringing your right hand flat. Bring your left arm up over your head and gaze towards your left hand. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhaling, come all the way up. Exhaling, Samastitihi. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, step out to the right. Take a wide stance. Turn your toes in towards each other. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands to the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your hands back. Make sure your fingertips face forward, elbows over the wrists, and bring the crown of your head down. Your drishti here is your nose. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, stay here. Second one. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward, head to the floor. Lift your kneecaps, engage your quadriceps, straight legs as much as you can. Breathing for 2, Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Head up. Inhale. Good. Exhale here. Third one. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, fold forward. Head to the floor. Lift your hands up off your back. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, come up slowly. Exhaling, hands to the waist. The last one, I know your hamstrings are probably burning. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bow your head to the floor. Bend at the elbows, lift your hips. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Good. Parsva Tonasana, bring your hands together in a reverse prayer position. Step your right foot back and turn towards the back of your mat. Your shoulders are moving over the right leg. So on an exhale, fold forward. Try to bring your belly to your thigh, chin to your shin. If you're not there yet, look at your toe. If you are, look towards your nose. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, stand up. Pivot and turn to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhaling, stand up, turn to the side. Exhaling, step back to the front of your mat. The next pose is Utthita Hasta Padangustasana. Bring the weight of your body into your left leg. Place your left hand on your waist. Inhale, grab your right big toe with the peace fingers of your right hand. Extend your leg. If you can bring your chin to your shin, go ahead. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. We're going to open the legs. So inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, take the leg to the right side. Look to the left. Breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, take the leg back. Exhale, bow to your leg. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, point your toe, hands to the waist. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the weight of your body into your right leg. Inhale, grab that left big toe, extend the leg. Bring your chin to your shin if you know how. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, take the leg to the left, look to your right. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, bow. Inhale up. Exhale, point that left leg. Breathing for 1, 2, lift it higher. 3, 4, and 5. Whew, that was tough. Try talking through it. All right, let's bring the weight of your body into your left leg. Inhale, bring your right foot up into a half lotus position. Reach around your back and grab your toes. Exhale, fold forward, bring your left hand next to your left foot. Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Inhale, come up to a standing position. Exhale, release your foot. Bring your weight into your right leg. Inhale, take your left foot up into a half lotus. Bind your foot with your left hand. Exhale, fold forward, right hand next to the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, half lift. Exhale here. Inhale, come up slowly to a standing position. And exhale, back to Samastitihi, for vinyasa. Inhale, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor, head to knees. Inhale, look forward, step or jump back. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, jump your feet between your hands, bend your knees. Hands up, Utkatasana, palms together, look at your thumbs. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back and lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, pivot your left. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Hold here for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Pivot your feet to the back of your mat. Exhale, bend your left knee. Turn your torso towards your left leg. Ground the outer edge of your right foot. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Keep that left knee bent. Open the arms to warrior 2. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, straighten your left leg, pivot your feet. Exhale, bend your right knee, look at your right hand. Last standing pose, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Jump. Inhale, come through to a seated position. Our first seated pose is Dandasana. Hands underneath the shoulders. Shoulder blades back, chest lifts. Chin to chest, flex your feet, gaze down your nose. Breathing for 1, 2, breathing for 3, breathing for 4, and 5. Exhaling, fold forward, grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhaling, head up. Exhaling, fold forward for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhaling, head up, lock your hands. Exhaling, bow your head to your knees. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Cross your legs, lift up. Jump or step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump through to a seated position. Purvottanasana, straight legs, point your toes. Hands behind your back, about 6 to 12 inches. Inhale, lift up. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower down. Vinyasa, cross your legs, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come through to a seated position. Straight legs. Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Take your right foot into a half lotus position. This is similar to the standing pose we did, that balancing posture. Take your right arm around your back, grab your foot. Exhale, fold forward. Grab your left foot, bow your chin to your shin, gazing gently towards your left big toe. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to seated. Let's do the left side, straight legs first. And then take your left foot into a half lotus position. Grab your left foot with your left hand from behind the back. Exhale, grab your right foot with your right hand, gazing gently towards your right big toe. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Let's take another vinyasa. Cross those legs, lift up, jump or step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Triang Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. Jump, bend the right knee, left leg extends. Thighs are together, sits bones are grounded, right foot is pointed, left foot is flexed. Exhale, bind your left hand. Look towards your left toe, work your chin to your shin. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale here. Jump, inhale, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump, bend the left knee. So as you come through, that left knee is going to be bent. See how my thighs are together? My sits bones are grounded. Exhale, fold forward. Bind your hands around the bottom of your right foot. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. You're just going to jump back, inhaling. Exhaling to chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, come through to a seated position. The next pose is Janu Shirsasana A. Bring your right foot into your left thigh so your legs are at 90 degrees. Exhale, fold forward, bind your hands around the bottom of your left foot, chin to shin, gaze to your left toe. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position. Bring your left foot into your right thigh. Exhale, bind your hands around the bottom of your right foot and bring your chin to your shin as you gaze towards your left big toe. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release, vinyasa. Inhale, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, come through to seated for Janu Shirsasana B, second variation of the last pose. Bring your right foot into your left thigh just like you did before. Now you're going to lift yourself up and sit on your heel. So your heel is right between your sits bones. Your leg is not quite at 90 degrees, in just slightly, but it's also not pointing too much towards the left. Exhale, fold forward, bind your hands around the bottom of your left foot, and stay here for 5 breaths, chin to shin or head to knee. The name Janu Shirsasana means head to knee posture. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Jump, inhaling. Take your pose. Exhaling. Bring that left foot into the right thigh. Sit on the foot, inhaling. Exhaling, bind your hands around the bottom of your right foot. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Inhaling, come through to seated Janu Shirsasana C. Left leg is straight. So this one's a little tricky. You want to make sure that your right foot is perpendicular to the floor. So the pads of your toes come as close to the inner thigh of the opposite leg as possible. Then pull your heel up so the arch of your foot is kind of cupping the inner thigh. As you push your heel into your left thigh, your knee will come down. Maybe you can, maybe you can't see my foot, okay? The heel is pointing straight up. And then exhale, fold forward, bind your hands around the bottom of your left foot. Look towards your toe, bring your chin to your shin, breathe for 5. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position. Let's take the left side, and you may notice on your body or in your body, one side of each of these poses might be a little bit easier. One side might be a little bit more difficult. So practicing these asanas will definitely help you even out some imbalances in the body and in the mind. Press your left heel into your right thigh. Exhale, fold forward, bind the hands around the bottom of your right foot. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position. We're going to move into the Marichasanas. So you're going to bend your right knee, bringing your heel as close to your hip as you can. Make sure you have a space between your right foot and your left thigh. Take your right shoulder inside of your body and fold forward. Try to get your belly, the whole side of your torso, inside of that thigh. As you reach forward, wrap your right arm around your leg. Wrap your left arm behind your back and bind your hands. Flex your left foot and work your chin to your shin as you gaze towards your toes. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, release. Cross your legs. Inhaling, lift up. Jump back. Exhaling, lower down. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, come through to seated, straight legs. Bend your left knee. Bring your left shoulder and torso inside of the left thigh. Wrap your left arm around your leg. Wrap your right arm around your back. Bind your hands. Flex your right foot. Work your chin to your shin. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position. The next pose is Marichasana B. So this is a challenging pose for a lot of people. We're going to bring the left foot into that half lotus position. Bend your right knee up, creating a little pocket for your left foot. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you can go deeper, take your right shoulder to the inside of your knee. Reach, wrap, and bind your hands. If you can't bind your hands, that's okay. Use a towel or strap, or just try. Just reach. Exhale, bring your head down to the floor. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Inhaling, come back through to that seated position. Straight legs first. Now we're going to bring the right foot into a half lotus position. Bend the left knee up. Take your left shoulder inside of your leg. Wrap your left arm around the leg. Wrap your right arm around your back. Try to bind your hands. And exhale, bow your head to the mat. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position for Marichyasana C. So I'm going to show you it from the side, from the front of the mat, how you should be doing it. Everything should be done from the front of your mat. I turn to the side so I can help you and demonstrate where the hands and feet should be. So you're going to bend your right knee like we did for Marichyasana A. You're going to twist and take your left elbow across your body to the outside of your right thigh. This is enough if you can't go any farther. If you want to go farther, go ahead, hook the armpit, wrap your left arm around your leg, wrap your right arm around your back. You're going to try to hold your hands. Flex your left foot and look over your right shoulder. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhaling, come through to seated. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. We're going to bend the left knee. I wasn't sure if I was doing C or D yet. We're going to do D, which is the most challenging of the Marichyasana after this. So bend the left knee, take your right arm across your body. If you can, wrap your right arm around your left leg, bind your hands, flex your left foot, and look over your left shoulder. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, release. Let's take another vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position. The last of the Marichasanas, Marichasana D, which is probably the most challenging. Take your left foot into a half lotus position. Bend your right knee. Bring your heel as close to your sits bone as you can. Try to bring that left knee down. Pull the right knee in towards the center of the body as you twist back, bringing your left arm across to the outside of the right thigh or knee. Now, if this is enough for you, you can stay here. If you'd like to go deeper, you're going to hook your armpit on your right knee, reach around with the left hand, reach behind your back with the right hand, binding the hands, Sit up tall, look over your right shoulder. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale and release. Good. Let's take another vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling up dog, exhaling down dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position, last Marichyasana. Take your right foot into half lotus. Bend your left knee up. Go ahead, come across the body with that right arm. And if this is as far as you can go, then stay here. Otherwise, keep wiggling until you can hook your right armpit on your left knee or thigh. Reach around with your hand. Reach behind your back with your left hand. Bind your hands and look over your left shoulder. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale and release, and let's take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back, exhale, lower down, inhaling up dog, exhaling down dog. Now as you come through to a seated position, balance on the sits bones. This is the second to last pose. It's called Navasana, but we do it 5 times for 5 breaths each. So as you balance on the sits bones, inhale, straighten the legs, look at your toes, arms parallel to the floor. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross, lift everything you can, exhale, lower down again. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross, inhale, lift, exhale, lower, extend. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4. My legs are shaking. And 5. Exhale, inhale, lift 2 more. Whew, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Extend the legs, arms out to look at your toes. Sit up tall. 1. Breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cross, inhale, lift. 1 more. Lift those legs. Breathing for 1. I won't count too slow. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo! Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back, exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's just come to the knees for a moment. The next pose is called bujapidasana. It means arm pressure posture. So as some of you know, I took 2019 off from practicing Ashtanga yoga, and I'm slowly getting it back. So with this pose, the transition out of it is a little bit challenging. It's not perfect, but it's improved over these past 7 weeks. So I'm going to show you the best version that I can, and then we'll work on it every week from now on. So let's come to a downward facing dog position. From down dog, you're going to step or jump your feet in front of your hands. So from here, you want to bring your shoulders underneath your knees. Okay, so you can see from the side that I have the knees over my shoulders and my hands are flat. As I sit down, I'm going to bend the elbows out slightly, lift my feet, and cross the right foot over the left. From here, once you cross the feet, you're going to point the toes and tilt forward, trying to bring your heels towards your butt and your chin towards the mat for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now from here, you want to straighten the legs, swing the legs back into bujapidasana position for just a half a breath. And then from here, jump back to plank, exhale, lower down. Inhaling, up dog, exhaling, down dog. Good. So that was hard. I want you to try to practice that over and over because I continue to practice it, and it really helps bring that upper body, make it nice and strong for when you're working deeper arm balances. So here we are at the end of the primary series, or we're done with the postures that consist of the primary series, and we move to back bends and closing postures. So since we just did that vinyasa, we're just going to walk through to a seated position, straight legs, lower down, one bone at a time. You're going to fold your legs, bringing your heels as close to your hips as you can, feet almost as wide as your mat. The feet are parallel, they're not splayed out. You want them nicely planted. Bring your arms down by your sides if you're working on bridge. You're not ready to do back bends, and you're going to lift up like this. If you're with me, you're going to bring your hands by your shoulders. On an inhale, press down and lift up. Hold for 5 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, head down. Walk your hands towards your feet. Inhale, lift up. 5 more breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower down. Walk your hands towards your feet. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo! Exhale, lower down. Chakrasana if you know it. Otherwise, take a vinyasa with me. We're going to roll up to a seated position. Step or jump back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come through to a seated position. Straight legs. Exhale, grab your feet, bow your head. 10 breaths here, and I'm going to let you take your 10 breaths at your own pace. After your 10th breath, inhale, come up. And of course, we'll take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position, Salamba Sarvangasana. We're going to hold here for, let's do 10 breaths. Bring your shoulders underneath your body. Bring your hands and arms down to the mat. Point your toes. Inhale, legs up. Roll all the way up to the shoulder blades. Walk your hands as high up on your back as you can. Lift your chin. Bring the neck up off the mat. Point your toes. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hinge from your hips, straight legs into halasana. 8 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and exhale. Bend the knees, hug your ears with your knees, Karna Pidasana. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring your hands to your lower back. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, Urdhva Padmasana. Right foot comes into half lotus. Left leg comes into full lotus. Hands rest on the knees as you balance on the back of your head and the top of your shoulders. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Bind your hands around your legs. 8 more breaths in Pindasana. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring your arms down to the mat. Slowly lower into Matsyasana. Keeping the legs in a lotus position. As the legs go down to the mat, the crown of your head slides onto the mat, bringing your hands to your feet. 8 more breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Resting on the crown of your head, straighten your legs to a 45-degree angle with the floor, palms together. Reach for your feet. 8 more breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. Take Chakrasana if you know how. Otherwise, take a vinyasa with me. Inhale, come up, jump back. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to your knees. Shirsasana, headstand. We're going to try to lift up with straight legs. Come up for 15 breaths. Half bend for 10. Inhale up, exhale all the way down. And then after you do that, rest in pose of the child. We'll meet there together. I got a little olive oil hair going on, from Popeye. Okay, so as you rest down on your forearms, interlace your fingers. You're bending at your wrists. And this area right here between the hairline and the crown is the area that's going to be touching the floor, not the middle of your head, not the very top, just slightly forward of that. And you're putting so much pressure in your forearms that the head should not be taking very much weight. None if you can, if your upper back and shoulders are strong enough. So place that head down, lift your knees, walk your feet towards your face. Keep walking till you can't walk anymore. Inhale, lift up with straight legs. 15 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exhale, half bend. Bringing those legs parallel to the floor. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, lift the legs back up. Exhale, lower slowly. Bend your knees. Rest in pose of the child. We'll hold here for 5 more breaths. Inhale, lift your head, come to plank. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position. So these are the last 3 postures of the practice. They are lotus postures. We will be holding each one for 10 breaths. So let's take that right foot into the left hip crease and try to bring your left foot over the right thigh, bringing that left foot into the right hip crease. Now you're going to reach around and grab for your elbows. If you're a little more advanced, go ahead, take that left hand, grab your left foot, take your right arm, reach around and grab your right foot. This is called bound lotus or Baddha Padmasana. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, head to the floor. 10 breaths. I'll let you take your own 10 breaths. Inhale, come up. Yogi Mudrasana, thumb and index fingers together. Rest the back of your hand on your knees, straight arms. Lift the chest. Bow your chin to your chest. 10 more breaths. And after 10 breaths, bring your hands to the mat underneath your thighs. We're going to lift up Utplutihi. 10 more breaths. I will count it. So if you come down, lift back up. Ready? Inhale, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do it. Lift back up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, one more vinyasa to standing and we'll do the closing mantra. So jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your feet to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to a standing position. Bring your hands to heart center. I'll say it slow so you can repeat. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha Go Brahmanebhyaha. Shubhamastu nityam. Lokaha samastaha. Sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May prosperity be celebrated. May rulers rule the world with law and justice. May divinity and profound knowledge be protected, and may all beings of this world be happy and free. Om peace, peace, perfect peace. One last vinyasa. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, look forward. Stepping back to plank. Exhaling, lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhaling, come through to a seated position. And before you take rest, I bid you a wonderful weekend. May you go with peace. Namaste. Monday we'll start again with the full primary series. You just follow along, and I hope you can join me. Have a wonderful weekend.